be disrespecting people. He always disrespect people. He always disrespect people. I gotta respect you, yo. You see? I made you, yo.
I give you all. Hey, I don't take no credit. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
You just added another thing to my Batman tool belt.
Yeah, but check it out, Raphael. So they actually have everybody mad at the father on Dirty Dancing.
Yep.
And cheering for this old man.
Trying to block this
That's
young
wild.
love.
I never even.
Yeah, they cheering for this old man to fuck a baby. Come on. I believe in fucking the baby. Come on. Patrick Swayze, how old is he? What, 73? He should be able to fuck a baby because he could do like this. I've been waiting all so long. So the magic in your eyes. You understand? Just remember.
You went from that. Yeah, you went from that to Roadhouse.
I'll tell you something. This could be love because I tell my life. Yeah, I never felt this I swear. Can we have sex with a baby?
True. Have sex with a baby.
Have sex with a baby. Come on, who wants to have sex with that baby? Come on,
who wants a baby? Wow, that is so.
Come on.
It's crazy.
Who wants a baby?
It's crazy.
Listen, you cheered for the baby.
Yes, you did. You cheered for him to have that baby.
You wanted him to have that baby. You wanted him to have a baby. So understand, they trick us.
Yes, they did.
They trick us. They had the father.
With fake romance.
The father just trying to take his family to a beautiful resort. Yes. That's all he's trying to do.
All he was trying to do.
You understand? He's a hard-working father.
Damn cat skills.
Right, man. He figured, you know what? And guess what? How you change that movie? Take Patrick Swayze out and put in any black dude.
Right.
Then do that.
And just have him just talk and just have him just and just have him just greet her every day.
Or better yet.
Will Smith.
No. Put Raphael in there. Make Raphael.
Oh no.
This man got baby hands. You got baby hands.
You leave me alone.
Hey, nobody puts baby hands in the corner. Yeah.
Man, no, I was saying the one thing that I had that was even better than that one was I was in Holland like 3 or 4 years ago. And
Corona's been here for 2.5.
Well, it's been a minute. Man, we were in Holland and I'm watching Little Santana likes the different music and we were listening to Hello by Lionel Richie, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the video. Wow. Santana's out at work. So when he comes in the house, I'm like, hey, have you ever seen the Hello video, Lionel Richie? And Santana's like, yeah, what's the big deal? And I'm just like, no, are you, so you sure? So I'm literally just sitting there and I'm just quiet because I'm just like, am I going crazy? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play it for you now.
She's thinking I'm a pedophile.
So you can look at it again. And man, like Lionel Richie was literally stalking his student.
Who was blind.
That
is not consensual. That is not consensual. That's creepy.
Yes.
And
yes.
I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna Google that. That's blowing my mind. That's weird.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Let me one up. Let me one up her. When y'all get time, watch Caribbean Queen.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh.
I told you about that one. Yeah, I told you.
Caribbean Queen. First off, it's like if you want to sell coochie and sell baby coochie, Caribbean Queen is the biggest advertisement in the history of baby coochie selling ever. The first off, they're at a beauty contest with and they call her Caribbean Queen, and they talk about Billy Ocean says electric zoom when she walked into the room, and he says, she said I was a tiger that she wanted to tame. And then you look at this person.
She's 12.
She's 11.
I remember.
Wow. And then at the end of the video, they have this little girl dancing in front of Baal, the bull, the demon Baal.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Now here's
And it
what's funny
tells
about
you,
what you're saying.
and it tells you that Caribbean Queen tells you that you can go to the Caribbean and buy as much little boy and little girl coochie as you want, and the police will not bother you. That's why I said, and also tell you about Caribbean Queen, how they giving them kids that adrenochrome and how they tell the kids that what happened was a dream. That's why they say Caribbean Queen. Now we're living the same dream. Now our hearts beat as one. And because the police let you touch the little boys and girls on there, they tell you no more love on the run. You can come down there and touch as many little boys and little girls as you want in the Caribbean.
And where was the Epstein Island?
Exactly. The Virgin Islands. Exactly. So letting you know all of it. And then at the end of the video, she's dancing. This little girl is dancing, and Billy Ocean, this grown ass booger wolf, roughly the same age as Patrick Swayze was when he was having sex with the baby that Jay admitted. You wanted Patrick Swayze to have sex with a baby. You wanted to have Jay, just
don't you dare put me. Now listen, I done met Patrick Swayze. I met his wife.
Wow.
Yes.
Because he was a dancer,
I was
right?
at the National Ballet of Canada, and they were doing a filming, I think, in Canada, in Toronto, and she came to visit our company while we were filming the Four Seasons, ironically, Vivaldi shit. And anyways, it's just funny how these things all sync together. But so what's funny about Billy Ocean is this.
We're from Baltimore. We don't know what Vivaldi is, Jay.
Listen, first of all, Vivaldi is vivacious as goddamn Venus. So know your shit. You're talking to her right here in the bull form.
I'm just simply saying I'm from Baltimore. You're gonna have to help us out.
With the bull, you get the balls, homeboy, not Michael goddamn Jordan. And
yeah, it's Vivaldi. That's you ain't want to come out and
bald,
say.
Nigga?
Oh, it's not a. Oh, it's a.
That was a good one.
Do you guys remember? It was another movie that came out in the 80s, real cheesy, real corny, Dragnet with Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks. Do y'all remember what that crazy mess was about? It was about Bayel. It was about it was telling you all of the stuff that the politicians be doing. Like that, what's the Grove?
Yeah.
What it literally that it's so goofy and corny because Dan Aykroyd, watch it again. I challenge everybody to watch that again. And I have to watch it again myself because it's been so long. But I remember they were sacrificing the girl because she was a virgin.
God damn it. Now I think I remember this shit. But this is interesting because as a cashier, when I first started working, guess what our playlist was? Billy Ocean, that song, Caribbean Queen, Billy Joel's Uptown Girl, Madonna, and here's what's fucked up, Michael Jackson. But this is when I had an aha moment. When I hear him singing ABC, he's a kid, but then he grows up and has boys in his bed with him and is saying, what's wrong with sharing your bed? So when I'm now thinking about what you're saying, and this is our playlist, we're going to the 80s and we're not listening to the lyrics, not seeing the videos anymore. We're doing the dance of putting the blindfold on and tenderizing abuse and rape and gross shit. And with, it's just an entertainer. And I've even said at my store, I said, we should be protesting all Michael Jackson songs for sure. And they're all like, yeah, but I'm like, what do you mean?
He's the king of pop.
Hey, I gotta tell you.
That's what they say. Is that what they say?
You tell me,
he's the king of pop.
Listen, if you ever saw me, watch this. If you ever goddamn saw me say, oh yeah, you want to bring your child over for a ballet class and then have them in my bed with me, is that okay? I'm pretty sure you'd be like, no.
Of course. Of
course.
Like,
I mean, what are y'all gonna do?
We're gonna do Peter and the Wolf routines. We're gonna do a little bit of
Santana.
Hey, sounds okay to me. Just have him home before 9.
You know who he reminds me? You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of that skit with Martin Lawrence when he's talking about Mike Tyson when he meets Mike Tyson and he's with his girlfriend and Mike Tyson punches his girlfriend and he runs up to Mike Tyson. He's like, "What did she do to you?" Well, apologize to Mike Tyson.
Hey, well, you know, in the 80s, the 80s videos, look at them again. All of them aren't they're actually just commercials. You notice they keep telling you that videos came out in the 80s and they keep saying MTV started the videos. But you look in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s,
yeah,
70s.
It's been videos forever.
There's videos of everybody, right? Beatles got 100 videos. Well, the 80s is nothing more than commercials for getting coochie. But she said, she's and this girl killed it. She's got what she got she will tease you and she'll squeeze you.
Oh, what was that song
She's
called?
got Betty Davis eyes. Oh, that is a little girl. Listen to the words.
They played that song on the playlist at my store.
Listen,
of course.
That's Rod Stewart.
All of it is advertising of little children.
That's fucking wild.
In the night, hold on.
Yeah.
I live among the creatures of the night. I do not have the will to try to fight. I lose my self-control. Whatever the song.
Yeah, I think it's self-control.
Listen, look at the video. And this little girl getting drugged, and they're taking her somewhere at night with guys with masks on, and then her waking up trying to figure out what's going on. The whole thing is they're not videos; they are commercials, and they let me know, hey, don't go over there because you're gonna go to jail for touching a little boy over there. But you can come right here and touch as many little boys as you want, and some little girls, and some little booger wolves.
Now the goddamn
Dr. Francis Ford of the Booger Wolf.
Well, I'll tell you, Sting is also interesting. Every breath you take, every move you make, I'll be watching you.
He said that was about a stalker that stalked him. He said that was about someone who stalked him.
Okay.
Videos.
That was actually the soundtrack for the movie Cat Eyes. Remember?
Okay, god damn it. Now, what is that? Would that be some kind of mind control, some MK shit, some butterfly shit, okay. Now, Cats is a goddamn musical. Don't you play with me, Pussyfoot and Puss in Boots, Antonio.
Right. And Puss in Boots is my hero. My son Julius is Puss in Boots. Julius, my son, is Puss in Boots.
Yeah, my son Julius loves Puss in Boots.
No, Puss in Boots character was created after my son. He's a lover already.
So let me go back to this. I wanted to build off that BG. Because with the BGs and stuff, so I forgot the most famous one. We're talking about BG, Boy George. What did he sing? Come a chameleon. They're hiding amongst us. Chameleon, drag, right? Dragnet. We're talking about drag on. It's part of the Rough Riders. You see what I'm saying? And then and even back when we take it back to the classicals and our presidents, what were they doing? They were in drag. They were wearing a wig with makeup. So this is deep historical indoctrination. They have been it's a costume. It's all a show, like you said.
Also Bhagavad Gita.
That I was gonna say that earlier,
yeah. So can I to get a little off of what we're talking about, we found something the other day that I want to make sure we're getting out. And we've been I wanted to make sure I talk to y'all about this because there's been some very powerful days amongst us, and we've been putting some very powerful energies out here in the ether that break things. By the way, my last name means the breaker of things. Can you dig it? My last name means the breaker. I break things. Nonetheless. Oh. Yeah.
Knowledge.
Yes. Yeah. I break. Can you dig it? Please share with them. Don't you know how you have okay, Raphael. Don't you know how you saw that Basquiat picture when you had an aha moment where something opened up, you understand? And it opened up in a way that it made you smile. But sometimes you're going to find that it has the opposite effect because certain things you're going to find in the art, I promise you, are made just specifically for you, Raphael. You are now a seer. You have been awakened. You are a lampshade. The Christ spoke about this. He said, lampshades supposed to turn on other lamps. That's what the Christ said, lamps turn on other lamps and keep turning on other lamps.
So let me stop you so you can continue. So in the tarot, I'm the number 9, which is the hermit. And what is the hermit holding in the tarot? He's holding a book in the lamp.
Can you dig
the representation of the hermit in the tarot.
Can you dig it?
Go ahead.
I made you, yo. I made you, yo. Go ahead, Jay. Tell him how I made you.
Well, I was gonna say this. Okay, so They were cutting down a tree at my park over here, okay? And I watched them do this. And so this is an important message for people who chop down trees and don't talk to the tree first, okay? And when it happens, if you can get access to a piece of this tree is your brain. Now, what is a lobotomy? And what is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? And what happened to Jack Nicholson in that damn movie? Do you remember? Lobotomy, right? Mm-hmm. So when we look at, okay, the whole thing about this build right here in entertainment, right? And then we look at Hollywood, we know that's the holly tree. So this is my brain. So I'm gonna keep it simple. This would be a half moon symbol, yes or no? Lucky, I got lucky. Yeah, I said, I'm gonna take this. So I'm encouraging people, if you can get a piece of a plant or a tree, if the branch falls, it needs to be nurtured like a human, okay? It's like, let's just say someone has collapsed and they need some CPR. It's gonna help you to wake up, to know how to heal someone. So this is a very powerful thing. And it also has wrinkles like your skin, yes or no? You see the age, what it's been through? So why should I have that with me and share that with all of us to know how powerful we are? So that tree is not gonna get revenge and fall on someone's house because that tree has children, yes or no? Right? The tree is gonna stay as a foundation. It's going to stay in its lane. Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, people, LL Cool J. No.
That's for Jackson. That's for Jackson too, because he's related to the Jackson too.
Oh, is he really? Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. They keep him making it seem like he got into Def Jam by just kicking in the door, start rapping. No, he is Tito's son. It's LL Cool Jackson, not James. It's not Ladies Love Cool James. No, it is Ladies Love. That's a Jackson. 2300.
Wow.
He's a Jackson. All of these, all are children of, all of my children of different celebrities.
Yeah.
All of them.
Son of a bitch. And what
listen, you even hear Dave Chappelle now talking about how he has a baby picture with Muhammad Ali holding him when he was a baby.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't trust Dave Chappelle.
Like everybody's connected, and it doesn't take away his comedic genius, because you do have bloodlines where you're going to have some people that are talented. That's just how it works on this planet.
You think that Dave Chappelle is a genius? Okay, here's my beef with Dave Chappelle. Now, when he was first blowing up, okay, on Comedy Central, okay, there was some moments. Now, here's my beef.
It was some moments. It was hilarious. Come on, Jay. Come on.
It wasn't like you and me now. We're just freestyling here. He can't freestyle like this. He has to have some right shit. Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on now. And he went to Africa, so-called. He was in goddamn Compton. Listen, so the joke that he did about Michael Jackson, and he said, okay, so he's a pedophile apparently, and everyone thinks that, okay, this is what pissed me off. He said, it's Michael Jackson, who cares? And I was like, yo, on his Netflix.
He made Thriller.
Yeah, I think he did say something like that, right?
And I'm like, okay, listen, I get it, right? But it's like, we're talking about, you guys are very passionate about children. So I'm just saying, right? Genius is someone who knows how to stay in their frickin' lane, like the trees. I go back to the tree. Simple. The tree is a symbol of our entertainment. It's the Hollywood tree. Would you not agree? Clint Eastwood. Okay, we're going somewhere now. So we have to go to our trees. We have to get back to nature. We have to learn how to touch it, talk to it, vibrate with it to get out of the entertainment world, is what you're all saying. Tenderizing sex inappropriately, and also embracing dying young.
Yeah. No, we were talking.
I want to be a vampire song.
Yeah, but all they're training us to do, we were explaining. The guy, I would really highly encourage you guys to look into Elaton Elohim. He's a breatharian.
Matter of fact, Santos, I think, just posted something about him.
Good. He's a breatharian, aka
Santos.
I don't know.
But this guy Elaton Elohim, the breatharian, all of humanity got enslaved when we started eating. Because we don't have to eat.
Nope.
None of us have to eat. And then once we started eating, we started getting hungry, which made us need to eat.
Yeah.
And then once you get hungry, and once resources run out. So here's how it goes. Because we're in a plane that's dictated by our actions, the resources are plentiful. But then you do something like, I don't know, enslave somebody, rape a child, and you get famine and a drought. Well, when you get a famine and drought and what wasn't available, the grasses and the harvests that you had available the past 30 years isn't available, somebody makes a decision, well, we got to eat something. So there we go, eating animals.
Yeah.
And we get into that cycle. And people think the sin is eating animals. And the sin isn't eating animals. The sin is eating. The Sanskrit word for war was a desire for more cows. Well, the only reason why you need more cows is to be able to sustain war. Because there was no war. Because you didn't eat. When the English came into and fought the Zulus and they conquered, they started charging them rent. And the Zulus knew nothing of that, because what's rent? But literally, we are enslaved by our stomachs and eating. And because we eat, remember, a wise man once says that eating is the evil.
Necessary evil.
Is a necessary evil. Evil is sometimes evil is a necessary evil, because if we're just walking our peaceful life and our existence like Elohim, he don't eat and he walks barefooted. He takes mud baths and he doesn't eat, but he's walking a peaceful life. But if somebody punched Elohim in his face, he's gonna be able to dust them off pretty quickly. But he's going to have to replenish, because he's not living for a life of violence. He's living for a life of peace. Thus, he doesn't have to eat. He's on to something. He's an asshole, and I will let you. He's definitely an asshole. I never spoke from him, but I can tell an asshole. He's an asshole. But he is a genius. Right. He's on to something. And honestly, he is one of the key figures I was telling you about that people are going to need to start talking about. He is one of the figures. Understand, this man hasn't eaten anything in 5 years. Gotcha. If he looked anything other than what we look like on this picture right now, he'd be higher than Bill Gates and Elon Musk. But the very fact that you have these men who are doing fantastical things, amazing, extraordinary things that no one else in the world is doing, and no one's paying attention to, lets you know you have to pay attention to this guy.
Does he drink? Does he? And I'm not trying to sound ignorant, but he doesn't eat. But does he drink water, or just breath? Right, breath. That's it. And that's it. The sun, sun gazes. Jay knows he gets in a yoga pose, and by having the flow of energy, you're feeding the body by the particular poses. So Jay understands it more than I do. But no, I understand. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify.
He's got
because it's not even a mystery. The elements, we have been given all the elements that we could just feed off of. It has all the nutrients, the air, the sun, the ground.
And humanity is operating off of, if we know anything about psychology, we know that basically everyone is operating off of fear. And everyone's fear is what? I gotta eat. Everybody gotta eat. Everybody gotta eat. I gotta put food on the table. Everybody gotta eat. So we're operating off of a mindset of fear, of knowing that if we do not go out and slaughter something, that we can't put food on the table in order for our survival, because we got to eat. But we do not have to eat. I'm not advocating this or telling people that they should stop eating, but I'm simply saying we do not have to eat and our body will survive. Case in point, if you think that this gentleman, Elohim, is a fraud, I would challenge you to look at the 1968 earthquake of Mexico. I apologize if my dates are wrong, but please look for Mexico City miracle babies. Please. So if you're saying I'm wrong, what you're going to, and you're going to be wrong because I'm never wrong. Can you dig it? Ow, look at that. Pop that collar. So you're going to see that there was a earthquake in Mexico City. And the earthquake destroyed a hospital and amongst a whole bunch of other things. And there were these babies who were infants in the neonate part of the hospital Mr. Raphael, have you found the article yet, my brother?
No, you said Mexico
miracle babies, or
miracle.
look Mexico, look earthquake miracle babies, and you're gonna find out how long they were under that dirt without consuming any food or water.
Are you talking about the ones that were the infants that were pulled from the rubble?
How long we're under rubble, my brother?
I see it. I got it too. Yeah.
It says days after.
Wow.
How many? How many?
Let's see here.
Wow. That's deep shit, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. Listen, woo. I keep telling you, they keep on calling me a nigger, right? But
you'll put that one up on the big screen, bro. That's a good find.
I can't even see it. I can't even see it. Only thing I see is a guy. Yeah, Rich, why don't you share it with me? You know, look, y'all over there saying wow and stuff. I'm over here looking at a man with a headband on, hurting because my shape up.
What's funny about that? Remember the book 1984 about Big Brother? And that says 1985 that came out. I find that interesting. Very interesting. So it's funny how like there's always some kind of evidence that, you know, the human being is a miracle and that we do survive and that we get through this thing, and there's always a breatharian or someone who survives the slaughter and the raping and pillaging of a village. And then there's a book or there's something that kind of like The Handmaid's Tale, this shit. I had to read shit like that, A Brave New Frickin' World and all that. And then you see this, you know, a cataclysm or an event that's very dramatic, and then there's a miracle, but then there's also death. But it's like we never really get a chance. The humans never get a chance to be given a positive stream of hope. We have to go digging and really looking hard for, oh God, there is hope. Oh, I can't, because I've mentioned being a breatharian at my job. I've mentioned it because I've seen the guys that pull their rib cage open and they do it. And I'm always, they always tell me, yeah, but they have to be, you know, drinking and eating something. Or they'll say, but you have to go to the mountains because the chemtrails, I mean, you can't, it's too toxic. So where does this guy live where he's doing it? Do you know?
Yes, he's from Ohio, and he's an ordinary dude. He's an extraordinary God. I apologize. He's an extraordinary human being. Let me tell you that. He's a genius.
Yeah, I follow a couple who do that. They've been doing it for like 5 years.
But he's in Mexico now because you know, he's because he's who he is and how he's connected. He knew he had to get out of Ohio. He had to get out of the States. So he won't even talk to me. But I don't want to talk to him no more anyway. Elaton. But we don't have to eat. And humans are operating off of fear, i.e., you were saying about David Chappelle. David Chappelle is not the same person who he was prior to that, because David Chappelle, when he came back, David Chappelle was scared David Chappelle. And the only thing we see when we watch David Chappelle have comedy right now is an angry old man, because everybody who's 40 and 45 knows that they have been used. And that's what you're seeing when you're seeing David Chappelle, Ari Spears, and these angry black men. But David Chappelle here's how you fix David Chappelle. And that's not any wrong for him, because all of us are broke. And part of our brokenness makes us beautiful. David Chappelle comes out and said, hey, I was operating off of fear. And I'm ashamed of that. And he, you know, I knew David Chappelle was going to get the vaccine before anything came up, because David Chappelle is a germaphobe. But he still, and even with his genius intellect, he still allowed fear to allow him to let them put that poison in his body, because he's a germaphobe, because he's operating off of fear, which all of us are doing, which all of us are sitting around watching things take place because of fear of what's going to be taken away from us. And it's not judging, but I'm simply saying that everyone always say, well, we all got to eat, we all got to eat. And because we have to eat, that it's imperative that we consume others or something else in order for survival. And we're all operating off of fear. So if you know that we do not have to eat, how can you be enslaved to any system if you can say, you know what, hey, man, fuck this, and walk away with your clothes, and no one can enslave you if you can just walk away from everything.
I had a woman who's very unique. who's a customer, and she's very shy. She's an Aries, a very unique Aries. And I was fixing my back in the park today. Speaking of that, I mean, I can go pretty much almost all day without eating. And it's funny you're mentioning it. I get nervous. I still have a reflex to think, oh, I got to eat something, but I can function and have energy. You know, I'm getting. I have energy. I can do a lot, right? So I was on the bed, totally. And this woman that I know, she goes, Jay, can I talk to you? And I said, yeah. And she just kept staying far away from me. The sun was out. She had like a winter hat. She has these boots on. She wears the same clothes. God bless her. She's always wearing boots. And she goes, I want to tell you something. And I said, what's up? Are you okay? She goes, did you get COVID? I said, no, I haven't been sick ever. She goes, I think I might have it. And I said, well, no, honey. She said, well, I don't know, but I'm gonna go get tested. And she started crying and shit. I said, whoa, I said, honey, I said, first of all, I said, you're freaking out, right? I said, can I tell you something? She said, yeah. I said, listen, I said, take your shoes off. I said, don't be afraid. Don't listen to anyone around you. I said, look at me. I said, I have not been sick. No one ever listens to me. I said, trust your urine. I told you. She goes, I can't do that. I said, why? I said, I told you I drank my urine and my hair grew back, honey. I said, you know that when you go there, they're going to put something in you and you're going to go back with another condition. I said, do you know that much? She goes, well, yeah, she hasn't eaten one animal her entire life. She told me this. I said, oh my God, there's hope for you. Dude, how are you not able to hear me? And I'm out here. Go ahead.
The reason why she can't hear you is because you asked about Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett, who they paid to go out there and fake a crime, a hate crime, is a black dude because they keep wanting to reinforce this thing about black and brown people are being lied in particular. That's why she don't believe me. Case in point. I just recently
interesting. I didn't think about that.
No, I didn't know how bad it was.
And I had my shirt off.
Don't matter.
Okay.
Don't matter.
I recently
donated $100,000 worth of equipment to a church and a women's shelter, and the women's shelter said they couldn't accept it because they needed to make sure that it wasn't stolen. Now, I don't know how many people go to women's shelter and donate medical equipment and glasses and lenses. That's weird, right? So then I come back, they said they need to receive receipts in order to be able to receive a donation, a shelter. So I play along and I bring the receipts back. So now they need to audit the receipts to be able to accept the receipts. So I say, well, what would have happened if I would have just dropped all this out in front of the this place and just left and you wouldn't have seen me? And they said, oh, we would have just took it then. And they answered real fast. So the answer is just being there is a problem. So nobody believes nothing that you say. When you watch TV and you watch police pull black dudes over and you watch it a million times and they talking to a black dude and a black dude saying, no, that's not me. What happened? Just ignore. I promise you, brother, nobody believes nothing you say in the world. I promise you. No, listen, do you know how many people I've told you, I've fixed unrefractive error, preventable blindness? Do you understand that even when I show people videos and me with everything in my patents and all the organizations saying that it's fixed,
it's still just like, oh, but it's you. It's you.
Last week,
last
week, my neighbor called the police on me. They showed it to my house with machine guns. My neighbor said that I had beat her up and did all these crazy things.
Yes, it was crazy.
This was 10 minutes after I had donated $100,000 worth of stuff to a woman's shelter.
Yep.
So I call the women's shelter back and say, please, can you please tell the police officers that I just left you from donating this equipment and supplies.
That's weird, bro.
So the girl tells them, please this is a kind man. He just came over here. He just gave us this. He just came here.
But not just that. They see me. They see me.
So I call the builder. Wow. I call the builder of where I live at and say, hey man, can you call these people and tell these people that I am just a father, and tell them that just please look at my woman and realize that if you touch her anywhere, her bright ass is going, Yeah. So then she tells the guy who I'm asking to tell the police that I'm a normal person and please don't shoot me or try to throw me in prison. And she tells them, can you tell them that I'm here and Santana's a great person and he doesn't beat women. He just came back from donating to a women's shelter. Swear to God, I'm gonna show you the video so you see it for yourself. So then he, the guy who's called and telling the guys and vouching for me gets a call from someone else and then asks to speak to Ariel and says, Ariel, are you okay? Let me hear your voice. Let me hear your voice right now.
It was crazy. And I was like, I just talked to you. And in fact, I even told him, I said, listen, don't take my word for it. Just come to my house.
So understand that he talked to me. They talked to me. They talked to the people from the shelter. They see her. And despite everything that's in front of them that is clearly obvious, they still want to throw me inside of a cage. You understand? So then one of the police officers sees Ariel was talking to police officers saying that I was yelling at my son because my son had pooped on himself in the pool. So
we were trying to get him out the pool.
So I was yelling at my son to get out the pool because I don't want poop in the pool. I know I shouldn't yell, I get out of the pool, do not shit in the pool. Right. But that's probably something that someone would yell when they see their brain damaged child shitting in the pool.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So the police officer was there. Ariel was explaining to the guy, and the officer was like, oh yes, my son has autism as well. He has autism as well. So it's like, understand this. Had they come here and just saw her just the way she is, and me not be here, they would have came here and she said nothing's wrong and left. But me being here made them disbelieve every single
it was unbelievable
known to mankind.
Yeah.
That's like, imagine if someone said there's a fire. The firefighters come to the place and see the building's not on fire. But because you're standing there, they got to go inside and ask you questions like, listen, look at the building. So understand, nothing that you say is believable. No one believes nothing that you say. The reason why they can hide unrefractable error and preventable blindness is because they can say, nah, he's a nigga. The reason why I can do videos, I don't know if you saw my prison video, brother. My prison video ain't a situation where anybody deny anything. It's just simple. Oh, we just say he's a nigga and we can ignore him. So what I'm saying to you is, I was talking to Ariel the other day specifically about you and your job. I said, baby, the white folks up there have a blast talking to Jay because they love thinking, oh, look, we got this nigga who thinks he's smarter than us, but yet he's bagging up our bags. And I'm like, he's telling them all these things. And I'm like, I love ahas, but don't nobody believe shit you saying. Nobody believe nothing you saying, brother.
I want to come back to that because I break it all back down to energy. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to kind of break down this energy that you're talking about because I have a different way of looking at it.
You know what? And I want you to have the proper amount of time. So do another link. Mm-hmm. I'd love to hear. This is going in a good place because I didn't see this angle. So just do a part 5.
Right. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Because we still got to get into that bug. We got to get into that bug.
All right, we'll do one more.
How much time we got left on this one right here?
Not long.
17 seconds, nigga. Can't you count, nigga? Dracula? Count Dracula?
We're not getting the countdown.
I don't have a countdown. And Raphael set me up where he could crack on me at the end of each of the epissodes. And I'm sitting there like,
ill prepared.
Yeah, every time.